Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a YouTube exclusive because the Football Manager internet network save is not great, so we're not streaming, but we are as live, recorded via satellite link network save. Hello Stuart.
Hey man, you right?
We are back. We are back. I mean, this network game hasn't been on YouTube for a couple of weeks due to YouTube censorship issues. I'm not playing any music today because I'm very chill and very pieced out. So there's no music, which means this will not get blocked.
Well, it shouldn't be. I mean, you say that, but YouTube are touchy as hell.
They are quite touchy. I wouldn't be surprised if just because I've got a Villa top in the background, it gets blocked.
Yeah, I love that. You can't have any copyrighted images. Like, even if it's like you, like that's your top and you got that, that's yours. You
Yeah,
personally own
exactly.
that, but it's like, but you didn't ask Villa if you can. You couldn't even phone them up and ask them, "Hey, can I put it in my video?"
Well, with my vast array of contacts.
The funny, I don't know. You might have contacts.
I have a contact at Villa, but it's not anyone impressive for what I need to get through to. I did a story at Villa a few months ago, where a person was, what's it called? Not bungee jumping, but like low. You know when they lower themselves down.
I think so. I don't know.
They were doing that off the top of the stand to the pitch for charity. So that was the story.
What if no one's around, so it makes sense.
No, this was. I mean, it would have been middle of last year. Actually, it was a while ago. But it was. I think it was during the summer months, so there was no games happening. But that was quite cool. But apart from that, yeah, not much else.
You're supposed to big yourself up, mate. You're supposed to say, "Yeah, look at me. I've got all these connections." You know.
I know everyone.
Well, to be fair, I don't know if you could. I mean, I don't know. Are you good at blagging?
Well, apparently because Tottenham gave me a job after the Newcastle mess.
Oh please, mate! I got to put it this way. Obviously it's not as big, but I done a save once where I went from Woking to Blackpool. It was bottom of the League One.
Oh.
And they were like 12 points, 13 points. There's no hope of escape. And obviously I lost my job. And then all of a sudden I went from being a manager of a bottom of a League Two side, or League One side, to then getting a top job, but one of like playoff hopefuls in Championship. So anyone can blag anything.
Anyone can blag anything. I mean, Liverpool have blagged their way towards a league title apparently. So
I'm not acknowledging that. I'm not letting you have that satisfaction because you know that's not true.
Well.
It's good. You're gonna be one of those people, aren't you? You're gonna be one of those people. You know, it's like, oh, it's a tainted toe. You didn't win it properly. It's like, please.
Well, interestingly, because we had to sort of restart the save again, not the whole save, like from today, I forgot to rest the players for the first game. This is your fault, Stu. Damn it, Stu.
Stop it. Why does everyone blame me for a fish?
It is actually your fault. Oh, they've announced that the Snyder cut of Justice League is going to be shown. Sorry, that was really random, I know, but...
Yeah, I've seen that. I've got to be honest. You know, be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking that. It's
been
bigged up to be this massive thing, and I bet it's just an extra couple of scenes with Cyborg, which, let's be honest, no one cares about Cyborg.
No, nobody cares about that film. I mean,
I didn't mind it actually at the time. It's no Marvel. It's no Marvel Avengers or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing like that, but it's enjoyable. You could whack it on for an afternoon and sit and have a decent afternoon. It's not like Batman versus Superman, which is horrifically long.
No, because it's like that's a perfect example of like sadly the negative impact of how Marvel have created stories that everybody wants to do a universe now, and it's sort of like they forget they want to. Oh, we want to do our model differently. We want to be differently to Marvel, but you're like, well, but Marvel's proved that it works, so why not just copy them?
Yeah, especially with comics. Especially with comics, if it works in comics, if it works because comics in general work as a shared universe. That is the comic book DC comic book universe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
everything's meant to intertwine. So when you purposely try and make separate movies, it's like, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense.
No, but again, it's comic book. It's kind of anyone could just randomly turn up, or like a villain comes back and you like go, oh, I escaped. You're like, oh, fair enough. Who cares? I like the villain, so I'm not really too bothered about how he came back. But it's like a movie. I think it's because in movies you have to everything's through better from the build up, and give Marvel credit. The building up to those Avengers films have been pretty good.
That is true. Weirdly though, on the note of DC, we watched Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey a couple of days ago. It's pretty good actually. It's not bad, but it's obviously based in Gotham with Harley Quinn, and you just have this feeling of, where the hell is Batman? Like, there's all this crime going on, explosions everywhere, and what do you know what I mean? In story, you're thinking, where is Batman?
Well, to be fair, it's all I think about is when it's like I think it's not related to the film, but it's like the quote sort of related to the situation. It's like Harrison Ford. It was an old Star Wars thing where it's just like, I think what was it? Mark Hamill was sort of like talking about when they come out of the trash compactor, asking, what about if like, why isn't our hair wet? And I think Harrison Ford said, if people notice that, we're in big trouble, kid.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, if you're noticing that in the film, or you're asking that question in the film, then that's not good.
I mean, I guess there is that, but what I would say is when you're watching the Marvel films, and the Marvel films they're like just there, so like you're watching, I don't know, Captain America, Winter Soldier, or something like that, you're not going, where's Iron Man? Why isn't Iron Man doing this? Do you know what I mean? Because it's explained quite well.
Yeah, it's like example, what was it? Well, to be fair, it's like one of these things like you shouldn't care. It's like you shouldn't be thinking about this stuff anyway.
No.
You shouldn't be like going, oh, where's Batman? Or like in the situation of Marvel, like, where's Iron Man? But it's like, you just think, you don't really care, because you think, well, I'm interested in the story. But back to Harley Quinn stuff, I've heard that's not a bad film. It's just
it's all right. It's pretty enjoyable, to be fair. Pretty funny.
I think the problem with that is it's just like everyone's sick of DC, in the sense of like their universe. It's kind of like they've tainted themselves so much that no one's interested, even if the film is probably good.
I think Harley Quinn's the one character that's come out of it pretty good.
Yeah,
but that's probably about it. It's quite funny, but it's very like women power heavy.
That's fine. I mean,
I got no problem with a women power film, but it sort of slams it into your face over and over and over again.
Is it similar to that sort of like kind of stuff where it's just like it's too on the nose?
A little bit. It's a little bit too on the nose. Like Wonder Woman is very good at it, just the right amount.
Just funny. I've just watched that yesterday.
But do you know what I mean? It is woman power, but it's just the right amount where it doesn't come across like you're shouting it in someone's face.
No, it's like perfect example of that was in that part is when she's walking across no man's land.
Yeah.
I mean that scene is not, you're not sitting there going, oh man, that's a woman. You're like going, damn, that's so cool.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like that's the feeling you should have. You shouldn't be going, oh god. But I mean, obviously it's good to have that kind of message, but it's like there are subtler ways and better ways of putting that message across. But yeah.
Yeah, but it's pretty good. We should move on to the game because we're waffling, and I am ready and waiting to go. I'm waiting for you to press submit team at the moment. My team is exactly the same. If you've won 3-0, you don't change a thing.
Okay. Oh, what is my assistant doing? Oh god, I give him the reins and he goes mad.
What's he done? Rashford in goal.
No, the back line's still the same as it's been for probably the entire of the save.
If Rashford's not in goal, then what's the point,
What's the point of life, Well,
Rashford in goal or we riot.
I might do that for a laugh, maybe did the last game of the season, just for a laugh. Should put him in.
Not if you've got Newcastle or something like that. Make sure they go down.
Oh, you want me to put like full on massive attack?
Yes.
Just like
Yes.
destroy.
Yes.
Don't worry. What we'll do is I'll play it so slowly that you can watch the end, so you can just laugh while you're seeing your team destroyed. But anyway, my assistant's done a situation where he thinks, okay, put like Lingard being a shadow striker behind Martial and putting Greenwood on the wing. I don't know what my assistant's doing.
I mean, it's not too bad. Greenwood could play there.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to. I mean, it's like sitting there. It's like, but why?
But why?
I mean, put it in there. Where's Greenwood? Where's James? I mean, is he just like gone off the map and it's just like, oh, I've sold him in now?
This is my previous fixtures for the last few weeks. Obviously, for people that are just joining this on YouTube and only watch it on YouTube, you're looking at it going, Tottenham? What? Tottenham? Well, me and Mike Ashley had a falling out.
I'm shocked.
He was very disrespectful.
He called you hurtful things like you're not top quality manager or anything like that.
He was like, I don't want someone like you managing my football team. What does someone like me even mean? I tell you, Mike Ashley needs to watch himself.
But you didn't like them connotations, mate.
I didn't. So I walked out. I left. I quit. I quit as Newcastle manager. If anyone tells you any different, don't listen to them. They're barefaced liars.
Oh my God, you really are the Chelsea of the save. You're doing what you did against Chelsea.
Ant and Deck are barefaced liars.
I can't believe it. You're doing exactly what Thingy done. It's like he said, I didn't quit, but I wasn't fired either. So it's like, so what happened?
But I did quit. I walked out. I had enough. I was like, Ashley, stick your Sports Direct straight where the sun don't shine. And I'm out. I've got a better offer. And I did. Tottenham came to me and were like, we want you. We don't want Jose anymore. We want you.
And
God, since then, it's been pretty plain sailing, to be honest. Come in, and results have been, pretty good.
You're the biggest blagger I've ever. It's just like you're basically one of those people that would sit there and would do like a story, if you need someone to rewrite history and sort of like make it sound like say it in a way that sounds so positive. Just ask you. You'll say it in a way that's so positive. It's like you forget that that's not reality.
There is no history being rewritten here. People ignore him. He's a liar. He's just like Declan. He's just like Anthony. Liars. We're on to game day. If Troy Deeney scores against me again in this save, I am going to cry.
Troy Deeney, your nemesis.
I hate him with a passion. Hate him.
What,
right.
On this game or just in life?
Just in every way. No,
well,
just on this game. He seems like a good man in life, to be fair.
Well, to be fair, he's definitely right in this whole.
Bang on. If his kid's got issues, you don't risk it at all.
I don't know. I don't know if anyone can. As much as football, we'll play the game and talk. But yeah, it's just like the.
I've kicked off, by the way.
All right, so I can't talk about serious issues and play Football Manager at the same time. It's terrible, I know, but.
Oh, Tottenham have a penalty. Craig Dawson's pulled down Bergwijn. 11 minutes in, Watford are on the rails. Harry Kane, come on, Harold. Nice and easy. We haven't had a shot yet. We'll have our first one into the back of the net, don't we? Yes. Carry on, Stu. I'm going to put my feet up. This is easy, this Tottenham lark.
Have you got your cup of tea or your coffee? Just to say, put your feet up and play. Yeah, this is easy.
I've ordered some Captain America slippers because my dog's destroyed my other slippers.
Of course. What the new dog or the?
Yes, the new one. The little puppy decided, no, I'm going to destroy these.
I don't know how you let it get away with it. Like, it's a he, right? Or is it she?
It's a he, yeah.
It's like I don't know how you let it get away with it. I mean,
it's a struggle. Tottenham are coming forward again here. Ricardo Pereira, Lo Celso, Dele Alli. We're working it like Barcelona in their prime. Sessegnon to Lo Celso. Oh, you filthy little. He's belted it in from about 30 yards. Giovanni Lo Celso is our little magic man.
It's all going on. I mean, nothing's going on here. I haven't even seen a highlight yet, so I guess this is one. It's one of those away days, I think.
This is how the episode's going to go. Tottenham are going to win, and United are going to drop some point finally.
What do you? Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, you're right. Hi.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, you've got to wait. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. They've got a penalty.
Watford have scored. Watford have scored.
Oh no, it's 1-0. I'm losing 1-0 thanks to a dubious penalty decision that it's disgraceful refereeing. But...
Etienne Capoue scored against Tottenham here.
Okay, looks like we've got to go on the attacking approach.
The irony of it all. Bournemouth 1, Manchester United 0. United have a bad record at Bournemouth, really. Bit of a bogey ground, I guess.
Well, I don't know what it is. I guess it's just Bournemouth. I mean, I don't know how bad they're going in this game. Well, no, I've changed to attack. So,
was it Callum Wilson or Harry Wilson?
Of course, Harry Wilson.
Half time at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, because that's the best name.
Oh,
is it 2-0?
There you go.
Oh, it's 1-1.
Oh no, it's yeah. Here you go. Put the attack on. Because I put Paul Pogba in the shadow role just to mix it up a little bit, and it's just like a bit of shocking keeping there. Martial just tapping. So there you go. So panic. So just have to hope this starts the revival.
Arsenal Arsenal are now drawing with Liverpool, so ignore that.
Good. Okay. Cool.
Right.
Bruno Fernandes.
25 minutes to go. We're 2-1 up. We look pretty comfortable, but with just one goal in it, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm going to make a couple of changes.
A bit rattled, eh?
I'm just a little bit, not sure. I feel like something might go wrong. So Moussa Sissoko's going to come on the right wing, and we're going to drop him back into a bit more of a defensive winger.
Let's just change this up, because that Pogba thing's just not going to work. I don't know what I was thinking.
We're going to get Son Heung-min on as an inverted winger on the left, and Harry Winks is coming on to play defensive midfield.
Alright, let's put Daniel.
Okay, let's change this up. And Ndombele will. So we've packed the midfield a bit. We're going to drop back defensively, and we're just going to see this out, get another victory. We've got 25 minutes to do it. I've gone defensive. Shut the door. Watford, you're done, mate. Go home. Nothing to see here.
Nope, just victories. Just top them victory.
Just victories. Just victories all the way. Time is ticking away, we're into the final 10 minutes. There's nothing happening.
No, I've done some subs. I've mixed it up a little bit, just because it's like Paul Pogba in like shadow role just doesn't work. It doesn't work for him. So I've mixed up, but hopefully we can go and get in that nice little cheeky winner.
Harry Kane's had a goal disallowed. That would have been the icing on the cake.
Williams.
But just let time go through. I'm going to shout at them to concentrate, just in case. 3 minutes of added time. Watford have not even turned up here. It's over. Tottenham 2, Watford 1. Managerial masterclass right there.
How much should I bet you're going to get the manager of the month because of that victory? Oh, yes. Just what I thought.
You've scored again, haven't you?
Of course. You've never seen it. Paul Pogba gets the ball from the halfway line. Just unbelievable through ball. Martial gets it one touch. Keeper comes out. He just puts it past him. 2-1. Oh, this is it started off bad, but it's
I'm actually just seeing the replay because I've just joined your game. Brilliant ball by Pogba, like you say. Martial over the top. Right. Come on, Bournemouth. You got nearly 40 minutes here to drag something back into the game. You've had 2 shots in the game. Brilliant, Bournemouth. Brilliant.
It's a perfect example. Oh, here we go, Paul Pogba. Oh, he's made it. He has redeemed himself after letting that penalty for Bournemouth, and now look at him, leading by example. Look at that header, beautiful. Keeper should have saved it, but
50 pence head at it again.
I mean, it's just like that's a perfect way to sort of. He made the mistakes and now he's done it. Like the oldest thing in football. If you let if you score an own goal or you let a penalty happen, or you cause a penalty, then he comes back and scores. It's crazy. So I'm down to 5th. So I'm back down to where I am at the moment. But yeah, it's a good game. I mean, it's like anything. We need to go behind because it slips up a little bit.
Oh, it's game over by this point, you would think. Bruno Fernandes is struggling, and Pogba.
Yeah. I mean, so say we've got. Let's put this guy and then put Pogba, because Pogba he's done his job today.
The weirdest thing happened on my Walsall save, by the way, in the week. So I've played through the end of the League One season, and we start again with the new season. We started again with the new season on Monday. But in between, I've got a star striker, scored 25 goals for me last year, but he broke his leg at the end of the year, right? He's got a month left of recovery to go as we're in pre-season. Now, I don't play the pre-season games. I let the assistant manager take charge and just try and blitz through it, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Surely not. This will be seen.
Got to put on the defensive now. Put on the
defensive. You have as well. You've gone defensive.
I'm just like, no, I need to win this game. It needs to be done. Come on. I need to just.
I think that'll do it. To be honest, time is ticking, and there we go. Bournemouth 2, Manchester United 3. Well, job done, just about.
Yeah, I mean, again, like anything, it started off really bad. But it's like I changed tactics a bit. I just went for it, and then it seems like, but that second goal was pretty special. That ball by Pogba.
It was a very, very good ball over the top. Yeah, what I was saying was the star striker broke his leg. He's got a month left of recovery. He's not fit to play at all. My assistant manager starts playing him in the friendlies.
Your assistant's crazy.
Starting him. I couldn't believe it. Broken leg. And he's playing with a broken leg. I was like, what? Luckily, he didn't make it any worse somehow. And he's been fine since. Sorry, go on.
So basically your assistant has it out for you.
Yeah, well, he's a bit of a twat, really. But
I think you need to put
my assistant, by the way, is Craig McHale-Smith.
Right. I mean, one thing I just noticed on the league, the challenge for the top 2, from 2nd to 5th. Have you seen the points?
That is pretty mental, actually. Jesus Christ. Have Arsenal and Chelsea and Liverpool been dropping points?
It doesn't look like it, because I've only got 2 defeats, Liverpool, and obviously, I mean,
Arsenal have been. Arsenal have got 2 draws in the last 2 games.
I mean, it looks like Liverpool got 2 games in hand, and obviously we've got 1 game in hand.
Right. Arsenal got 2 games in hand as well. Chelsea are the real losers there.
Yeah, basically the way this could go, I could nick 4th or maybe nick 3rd, or possibly, if all goes well, take 2nd.
Oh, hang on, no one likes to show off. Come on.
I've been unbeaten for nearly 3 months. I mean, it's crazy.
You wait till we're in Spain or Italy, mate.
Here it comes. I was out for 2 weeks. That's fine. Bruno Fernandes out for 2 weeks with a pull knee ligament.
Pull knee.
Yeah, but that's fine, because if it was like months, I'd be having problems. But for like 2 weeks, that's fine. I think we can cope. Oh, Martial's out for a day because he's got a bruised shin. How could he be out for a day? That's not an injury. That's just a go home and come back tomorrow type injury. Seriously. I don't get that, like the kind of thing, like the kind of like things that they get called off on this FM saves. You know,
the amount of people, right? They get, he can't play today. He's got a broken finger. He's got a broken finger.
Well, to be fair,
he doesn't use his hands.
Yeah,
it's called football.
Let's see.
It's pretty easy, isn't it? Just don't take any throw-ins, and don't go in goal. Job done.
Or if you put your hands on the floor, just don't make sure that there's no one else who's stabbing. You know, putting their studs in there. Simple.
Well, yeah. Oh, Pereira can't play in the next game.
So it looks like Vince Van for Mr. Conrad saying fine tune to intrigue. So how much of this disappointment? I'm gonna say I prefer to beat the optimist because nobody likes what's the old saying? What negative Nelly, as they say.
Nobody likes a negative Nelly. Yeah. Ricardo Pereira's cup tied for the FA Cup game. Leicester, what do you think you're even playing at?
They're being dicks.
What was the point of you playing him? How did they get on, for the record? They're still in the competition, so that's something. They must have won with him in the game. Who were they playing? They were playing They were playing Wolves. Fair enough. That's a pretty difficult.
Yeah, so let's see. Alright, so yes, this is opportunity. As in chaos, there was opportunity.
What opportunity for what?
Yeah, because obviously Bruno Fernandes is out 2 weeks, so it's like opportunity for.
It's Jesse's time.
Oh God, this is the beginning. This is where it starts.
Oh, Jesse Lingard.
Oh God, I mean, to be fair, it's not like was it Brighton and I've got. It's the Arsenal game. So. Oh no, this can't be good. This can't be good. Phil wants to say hi. He's disappointed by lack of team, whatever.
The correct answer is Phil. I'm disappointed that you're a professional footballer.
So bad.
Or just go. Phil, I just want to bring up a disappointment that you've had for me as well. Do you remember, I think it was 2012, Phil? 2012, the European Championships when you were in the England squad at 2012. And, no, it wasn't 2012. That's a lie. It's 2016. Absolute lie. 2016, and I'm pretty sure Phil Jones was in the European Championship squad where they lost to Iceland. Philip, that was a disappointment. So get out my office. That's the answer, mate. Type it out.
I can't. I'm just gonna put. To be fair, I want to get rid of him. Let's be honest, he's not a good player. But have you seen the wages he's on?
Is he on a lot?
Yeah, it's like £110,000 per week. It's like bugger off. Everybody should sell him.
And then you're playing Axel Tuanzebe on 35 grand a week.
What can I say? I'm just a genius.
That's something. Clement Lenglet, by the way, is in your squad. You haven't played him yet.
No, but there's
in
only
fact,
one game.
You haven't registered him.
It's not my... Let's have a look at my emails.
I would recommend registering him. You'll have a very unhappy £40 million player on your hand.
Let's have a look. Oh, I was just about to, but some nasty git has just decided to press continue.
Moving forward, mate. Wait, what? Mate, what's the problem?
Yeah, let me have a look.
Hang on. Everton has decided to reject the transfer offer.
Got it.
Who do you think you are? My director of football. The following contract terms weren't acceptable. Wage, signing on fee, agent fee, appearance fee, optional contract extension by club. So everything.
So basically, you are just like nobody wants you.
Greedy son of a. I don't want him anyway. Weren't my player. I didn't want him.
Let's have a look.
I would like somebody else though, director of football. So do you want to?
Oh, okay. I get it. That guy I got from Real Madrid.
What guy you got from Real Madrid?
Oh, I got a guy from Real Madrid.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's not joining into the summer, so.
Oh, you've been done there, mate. What's his name?
Just go for number Sergio.
Sergio.
Ray. I'll spell it. Reguilon. Just.
Oh, I see. He's at Sevilla, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on. So basically, I'm gonna.
He's on loan at Sevilla.
That's gotta hurt, man, isn't it? You've Real Madrid. You've been sold to Man United, but then you've been loaned off to Sevilla. And when you leave Sevilla, you're going to Man United. It's
and you're and we're not even going to play that far.
Right, Phil Jones. Let's have a look. Let's look at the. I said I'd loan him out. I see who, because he's useless. Who are these offers? I want to see who these offers are. Who are these mad people that want to buy this crazy man? All right, so, wow. Okay, so you got. But I love this. Sporting Lisbon want him.
Right.
Some Spanish team I can't Bar.
Right.
That, if I remember correctly, they've got the same ground capacity as Crawley, but play in the Spanish top league, and some random team in I think in Argentina.
Oh, good. Send him to Argentina. That's
oh
what
no,
I do.
my bad. It's a Spanish first division side. I think it's supposed. Think it. I don't think. I think it's supposed to be like. It looks like we're. No, Will Betis. Who's the other one? It is Real San something. It's not
Real Sociedad.
Yeah, is that what they're called in this game?
Yeah, Real San Sebastian. Yeah, I think so.
You know what? Screw it. Go along. I don't need you. Bugger off.
I'm pretty. Yeah, they got Odegaard, so yeah, it's Sociedad.
So who else we got? So Thingy's joining. Yeah. So the guy I got from also the other guy that you're talking about. He's Martial. He's off. That's not doing me.
Well, now that we've decided we're not going to play past this season, I've got 32 million. I might as well spend.
I just realised that, yeah. But I didn't. I wasn't in command, so. But that's the fun of the. Let's have a look. Let's see.
Whatever happens once I've left, is not my problem, is it?
Oh, look at this. Leicester put a £25 million bid for. Was it Delot?
Diogo Dalot.
Yeah. I don't know how to take that. I mean, I need him, kind of, as a backup, just in case. I don't know. It's a bit. I mean, I could do that, but it's like Liverpool had the same problem. Like, why would you spend like 25 to 30 million on a backup? It's kind of like. Because
you can.
Or I could just. I don't think Man United have got a problem with backup players. I think the problem with Man United is they haven't got the top quality team players. So right. I'm going to put that on a very nice. Ignore. I can do it. Don't care. If I ignore it, they might leave me alone. You know what? I'm going to try and squeeze them out as much money as possible, so I'm going to reject it.
Wow. The balls on him, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, think about it. It's a business. Got to get the money back, isn't it? But I mean, to be fair, we're doing okay. It's like it's not like it could be worse at Man United. If this was if this was Man United now in this season was like the real season.
Yeah.
I don't think Man United fans would be too like vocal as they are in real life.
No, I mean they're quite happy at the moment. Weirdly, United at the moment it feels like.
I don't know. Maybe just got the thing like as a plan. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. To be honest, it's been that long since football's been a general talking point that I forgot like who's in form and who's not in form now. Is that mad? Form doesn't matter anymore, does it? Let's be honest.
Well, no. I mean, it's like you could sit there, the old like, oh, what about squad depth and all that kind of stuff. Who's out the window now? Because it's like, well, they've had nearly 2 months off. I mean, I don't know. It's just it's gonna feel weird when it's back because it's like it feels weird that like we're gonna get back to the whole like debate and the talking points and then the banter and all that stuff when it's like this thing's still going on.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, I think it just sucks for us in the sense that we're gonna win our first trophy and it hasn't gone according to plan. I mean, it was supposed to be this grand thing with a great spectacle, It's supposed to be like, bus tour of the city, all that stuff, and I don't think we're going to be getting that. So
it's the most Liverpool way to win a trophy when it's a trophy that everyone's like, yeah, but you didn't actually win it in the end. You basically won it, but you didn't actually win it. So does it really count?
I know that's what some people are going to try and do, but nothing can take it. I don't care I don't know why they keep saying tainted title anyway.
Do you not think some of the players will be like, do you know what I mean? Do you not think they'll be a bit like, it's not the same?
Yeah, but it's like, but it'd be different if it was a situation where you found out Liverpool's been like, like doing, was it doping the league for like with money, and if like you found out they won it by like a financial fair play or something. It's like they don't win it because it's a thing that no one ever predicted.
Right.
It's like it's not no one's fault, you know?
No. I mean, yeah, I get that. It's just, I don't know. Oh, hello. Sorry,
I just don't know how he could sort of. I don't know. I don't like the taintedness of it. It's like, oh, it's tainted. It's like, how? In any situation you've got going, in a situation of like, you could look at it like, okay, if you use the points per game system.
I don't agree with the points per game system.
I don't like it either, but because obviously
the thing is, I'm sort of the opinion that anybody could beat anybody on any given day. If the circumstances are right, the right mentalities, the right weather, everything goes into the game of football as we know it. Anybody could beat anybody in theory, right? That's the whole spirit of the game to me.
That's why we love the game.
Yeah,
like, you can sit there.
So to go, well, if you look at the season, they've won this amount of points, so odds are they would have gone on to done this, is a terrible way to for me, in my head, it's a terrible way to do it, especially in France where a team's been relegated because they're going, well, odds are you probably would have been relegated anyway. What?
It's like, it's like you don't know that. It's like you said, like, the final games could have been like this. You've seen it in the Premier League or like in other leagues, where it's just like you've gone through like the last couple of games and just like had this mass like title winning form in the last 2 months and escaped the drop.
If we're playing football on paper, then there's no point bothering.
No, but I kind of get what they're trying to get. I kind of get it, they're trying to sort it out. But I mean, you've got a choice of like waiting that I think we could do. I don't think.
I don't see the harm in waiting, to be honest. I don't get it. I don't get what the issue is, and I would expect there's probably something going on behind the scenes that a lot of people aren't aware of as to why they're rushing it back. Probably a contractual thing somewhere along the lines. But to me, there's no harm in going, right, when we're ready, we will come back and go from there as is, as we were, and we will play the end of this season. And we will look at restarting next season, even if it's right. We'll restart next season, but we won't play each other twice. We'll play each other once, and that's it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, fact they would never do that. But it's like it's. I don't know what it is. It's just that situation at the moment where it's just you can't do it by stats because that's unfair. But then you can't. But like playing the games at fans, it's like, what is it? Because you saw the Bundesliga and it's. I mean, I only watched the highlights of that Dortmund because obviously I think Dortmund's the only team I'm really interested in the Bundesliga.
Right.
And it's just like you scoring the goals, and it's just like the simple thing of just like, like where you're not sort of paying attention sometimes, and you're like, oh, there's a goal because the fans are cheering.
Yeah.
It's just like sometimes you're like, oh, like you're watching them highlights, and oh, they've scored. It's just like
the ironic thing is about the whole thing is that there's meant to be a World Cup in January. I think. Is that right?
Well, there was.
No,
there was.
No, it's not. It's not 21. It's the year after. So that's even better. So then, to me, you go right. We'll come back in, or say August, right? You come back in August. You finish the season. You play till October, or whatever it is that it would turn out to be. You do the whole thing, playoff finals. You could even do European competitions. To me, do it, play through it, right, and then So say the World Cup in 2022 will be the month of December and January, I think, or something like that, just December. So say if it's just December, I think it's December.
November. I think it's a November tournament or something like that. And it's supposed to finish like 2 weeks before Christmas or something.
Oh, okay. So if that's the case, January, the first week in January, the new season starts. You play through till June. You get more games in, even if I know it's going to be a bit harder on the players, but you get more games in. You play through till June. You have a month off, and then you go again from September as normal. But actually, no, because you've got the World Cup anyway. So either way, you could go right. We'll we will play through till we will finish the season, the current season, through till December, and come back in February, end of February, and we'll play through till September, have the World Cup, and then go again. There's a new season.
I mean, that would be a perfect plan, other than you forgetting that the Euros has been moved to 2021.
Yeah, they really buggered everything there, didn't they? Because what's weird about it now is I think, and I could be wrong, I've not looked this up, it's going to be June 2021, the European Championships, right? Oh no, but then is it that November that the World Cup is, or is it the year after?
No, it's 2022. I think.
So it's the year after, yeah.
It's every 2 years, isn't it? You always got that between Euros and World Cups. But I don't know. I mean, 'cause obviously you could always go and say to the World Cup, say push that back. But to be fair, that this World Cup's coming up in 2022 is the most controversial one.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when you hear the rumours that people have died to put in them stadiums. So it's like to move that back. I mean,
it does feel
this
a
whole
bit
thing
on the nose.
But it's buggered up everything, pretty much. But yeah, I just don't know. It's like I want football back, but it's like anything. Because your first couple of weeks when it's not there, you go and you kind of feel down and you feel, oh god, I wish football was back. But like everything, you just get used to it.
Yeah. I mean, I do miss football, but at the same time, it has to be right. It wasn't right the weekend. It just didn't feel right.
No, I just don't. It's like for me watching that was like watching them really weird. What was it there? International cup things they do in pre-season. You know, just like it just felt. I don't know. I just think it's one of these situations that a lot of governing bodies want this thing to be like, oh, people need motivation, people need something different, and I get that.
Football,
just so we're not stuck indoors.
Football should never be the way. That's wrong.
No, I mean, as you said, but I don't know if it was on this recording or before we recorded. It's like, how is it right that the football goes back? Like the school, like the schools. Was it they're thinking of putting the schools back?
Yeah, but like it's not even the schools are going to go back full time because we're not ready for that in the whole state of it. It's going to be, I think it's year 11s and year 1s and that's it. And they're gonna ease in each year then, which don't get me wrong, makes total sense. I'm not knocking that, but surely you do all that before you go right. Let's play football, everybody.
I think football for me is similar to this like entertainment industry and sort of like the industry I'm sort of in, or sort of like helping out in any way. Yeah, it's sort of like the same thing. It's like that won't be back into at least maybe the end of the year.
Yeah.
Worst case, start next.
Yeah.
I just think the whole problem with this year is because this whole like 2 years is going basically this Qatar thing has completely ballsed it up. Because it's like now because of this thing we have to push back the Euros, and then like the Euros is like now in 2021, and then you got the 2022 World Cup there, and then it's like they've basically because of you have to change that one where it's not in the summer, it's now in the winter, and now it's ballsed it up big time.
Yeah, once again, we are at game day for you here.
Yeah, well, apparently my game just went crazy and decided to not let me go through to the picking my squad. So this is going to be interesting.
Sit it out. That might have been my fault.
Oh, I see.
Well, you've put out a pretty strong squad, if I must say so myself. David De Gea in goal, Diogo Dalot at right back, Tuanzebe, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Fred McTominay, Daniel James, Jesse Lingard, Anthony Martial, and Mason Greenwood.
Well, to be fair, yeah, bench looks quite good. Oh, okay. I'll let my sit off. If we lose, at least I've got a perfect scapegoat.
Blame the assistant.
Well, that's what assistants are there for, isn't it? Second in command, blame it. So as Brighton has lower scores in the Premier League, do you consider winnings as favourites? I am going to not play your game I am not going to. I am not in the business of predicting pre-match predictions.
I'm not playing your game, media. This is not happening.
You know what they're trying to do, don't you? It's obvious.
Playing
They're
these
trying to get.
silly games.
All right, what's this? Now that there's an inside, yeah, I don't care. Let's not talk about that. Let's get into football, people.
Let's get into the football. Let's get into the dots on the screen.
You know, one thing I wish we could do that I know we can't because of copyright issues, and I've seen Sky Sports do it a lot. It's just what like do a watch you know, just sitting there. We do like a video link and we just watch football, and we just talk about it like this, but just by watching the game as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish we could do it, but we can't.
Unfortunately, we don't own the copyright of any professional football.
I mean, unless
go on, Brighton.
Unless we do, unless you do what the kickoff show does, where basically like the game's on, but it's like they don't show any footage.
Is that Geordie, True Geordie?
Yeah, that kind of stuff. I mean, it is quite good. I mean, it has its moments where it goes a bit over the top, and it's a bit like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but the idea of that is it's live football. We're doing stuff from behind the scenes, from the past. And I bet our games are not going to be linked up in our own separate houses. It won't be bang on the money. So I'll be like, oh, that's a great goal, Stu. And you're like, oh, is it? I ain't got there yet.
Yeah, I think I guess the only way you could really do it is a situation of sort of like maybe doing that, but then sort of like playing, like just basically talking about the match, like in general, and sort of. Because if I know how these work, it's like you sit there and talk about the match, but there's always going to be a tangent.
Yeah, definitely.
What is he doing?
Run that was.
I guess you don't have a game into the weekend on this save.
No, this is your Premier League game in hand over people.
Oh, come on. You should be.
You should be winning this. You're dominating possession. To be fair, once you get a goal, the floodgates will open. I think it's one of those sort of games. This could be your moment, really. Fred, good ball wide. Dalot. Daniel James, always dangerous. Mason Greenwood, it's a great block that was.
Fine, it's fine. I mean, to be fair, we should be. It is at Brighton. You know, a stadium actually would like to go to when we can all go and watch football again.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Not before we go to Forest, mate. I'm telling you.
I don't know how that's going to work now. Obviously, not with the whole situation, but obviously you moving further away.
We'll figure it out. Luke Shaw now flying forward. Mason Greenwood, you filthy, filthy man.
God bless. That's like Martial, like Luke Shaw on his return to the squad, the team. You know, good. Look at that.
I see that Mesut Ozil's got an injury for Arsenal against Manchester City. Do you reckon it's like a poke in the eye?
Probably because he's. I mean, what is it? If we're going to get into that subject, what is with him?
I don't know. Jesse Lingard, good ball. Oh, it's 2-2 for 50 pence head. Somebody's had his Weetabix today.
I love the way I score one goal. I'm up to third. Score a second goal. I'm down to fourth.
Really? There's been goals elsewhere then. I'm guessing Chelsea. Oh, it's because Arsenal are beating. Oh, Liverpool are beating Palace. That's why.
But I'm still in the top four.
Your bastard Liverpool. Yeah, because Chelsea aren't playing. This is your game in hand over Chelsea.
Oh, that should have been free. Yeah,
it's a massive game for you because if you win this, you got 2 points ahead of Chelsea. This is the win that will take you to fourth.
To be fair, I've been working not me personally, but like this whole like 3 bubs are just like keep winning, but I can't crack that top 4.
I'm looking at the analysis. You play a lot from your right hand side. I don't know if that'll help you at all. Like massive amount comes from your right hand side, which at the moment is Daniel James. No surprise. Anthony Martial plays a little bit inside. Is he an inside forward?
Let's have a look. Let's get my tactics because I can actually look at them now.
He's not playing very wide by the looks of it. I'm just looking at the team analysis. You see, shots wise, we'll have a look at just United. You've only had 3 shots outside the box, so you must have worked the ball in. What else can we look at? Aerial challenges. Been lots of them. Tackles. Not as many of them as you would think, actually. It's quite interesting because I never get to do this, to look at all the particular stats with stuff. So, like average position with the ball, You're deeper than I thought you'd be.
Yeah, that's put. I don't know why it's attacking width. It's like fairly wide. I would rather be a bit more narrow.
Weirdly, it looks like you're playing quite narrow anyway.
Well, it says on if it goes by, it's fairly wide. So maybe if I go, I'm just gonna put fair. It's fine. It's working. So let's play. Let's try and tack them on the right, and then let's have a look. Let's look at my high line. Damn, I hate defensive high lines. Let's put it back a bit. Put it standard. Because I don't know what it is. It's just like high lines are ridiculously dangerous if you've not got like great defense. It works for like example. I know I keep saying Liverpool, but it's like Liverpool works because obviously because it's like if there was a 1-on-1 with Van Dijk, times out of 10 he's going to win that ball.
Yeah.
So, but if you've got terrible defenders, it's risky because you can be picked apart quite easily. But okay, let's go on a team talk because I don't want to. Let's go and say I'm very happy the way you're performing. There you go, bit of confidence boost, even if I'm lying. But no, nothing wrong with a bit of a fib.
Hey, you're playing well, to be fair, 2-0, quite comfortable. Could be 3 here.
Yeah,
You started badly, but since, like I said, you've got the goal, and all of a sudden you look like a side flowing with confidence. This game does that quite a lot. What a run by Martial, by the way. Oh.
I put him more of an inside forward, so like go for his strength. So hopefully that should give him a bit more room to. There we go, another corner.
Why is Luke Shaw taking corners? I mean, it's worked. It's worked. So I feel like there may have been a goalkeeper mistake there.
Let's have a look.
Oh, it's gone.
I can imagine the commentary now. It's like unbelievable, shocking keeping there. He should be going up there and controlling his box. You know, getting that ball. And you know he's completely made a mess of that, and it's 3-0 Man United.
Game, set, and match. Anybody on the bench worth getting some minutes too?
I mean, I could put Rashford on. I mean, I could always put Mr. Moody Pants himself, Phil Jones, because you know. But I actually want to not leak goals, so he's going to stay on the bench.
Although he would go in the shot window if you gave him some game time.
Oh,
it's a cracking little finish there. That's a proper little finish. That.
Gosh, what's that? Is he alright? What's going on here?
Dead on the floor. Who's that? That's McTominay, isn't it?
Let's have a look.
It's a proper finish from the Brighton man. A proper finish.
It's Luke Shaw.
Oh, of course, it's Luke Shaw. He's hurt himself doing the corner. You've not got Phil Jones has got to go left back.
Let's have a look. Oh, the dark days indeed. Oh well, it's my own fault. Luckily, I've got the goals beforehand.
Oh, he says that. He puts Phil Jones at left back, and all of a sudden, Brighton 4, Manchester United 3.
All right, let's see.
I'm looking at your bench, and I'm actually thinking Phil Jones is probably your best option.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I've been wigging it for the last 3 months, and it's been working out quite well.
Your other option is to change things entirely, bring on Phil Jones, and also bring on somebody else for Delot and go 3 at the back.
Oh, that's a bit of a drastic step. It's just when you're 3-1 up. I mean, it'd be different if it was a sending off and it was like crap, or like it's like it'd be different if it was like they're winning 1-0 and we've just lost our best player. We're like crap, we've got to mix it up.
I mean,
anyway,
instead you're losing 3-1 and you've just lost your best player.
Yes.
He's actually man of the match today so far, Luke Shaw.
But that's fine because to be fair though, Williams has done brilliant. Like just westing him up, but
Mason Greenwood's on a hat trick. No, Pogba.
You know, you put him on. You know, you do a sub. He just replace Fred, and he comes on the pitch. The first chance of the game, and what does he do? Does what Pogba does best. Absolutely smashes it.
Graham Souness is fuming. Absolutely fuming.
It's like, you know, it's like I don't know what his problem is, Paul Pogba. I think it's because he uses social media, and you know, Souness doesn't know how to use it, so he just thinks that's why he's playing terrible, because he's flashing in the pan. But this game, I mean, if you're watching this, it's
could be 5 here. I mean, what a Brighton playing at back there. Proper clearance.
Oh, look at that great one, Jones, man of match there.
He's going to go back to me. Look at him. He's on the ball. Uh-oh. Solly's marching forward. I don't have any more puns. Any more puns? That finish was gross. I'm out. I'm out of it all. I'm out. No more. I've done proper. I've done gross. I've done march, and I've done moi.
Yeah. Have you used up all your puns? All your, used them all up already? That's bad.
Yeah.
Alright, so the game is freezing. Alright, so yeah, again, like, is anyone going to predict that my next league defeat will probably be the Man City game or the Wolves game?
Who have you got after this in the league? Wolves and Man City, is that what you said?
Yeah, like that's.
No, you've got someone else as well.
Well, I've got. What have we got? I mean, I've got Arsenal.
Yeah.
That's the League Cup. Then I've got Middlesbrough in the FA Cup. I've got to be honest. This is. Here we go. Well, look at this. Here it comes.
Could be 5 here. The loss.
This is like. I was hoping we could do like a sort of like. It would be funny if we could ever do like a Leicester. Oh no. Like if a Leicester like just absolutely trounced them and beat them 9-0.
They beat Southampton 9-0, yeah.
You forget that happened this season.
I know. When it happened, I was in Mallorca.
Oh, nice place to be to see a thrashing.
Feels like a lifetime ago, genuinely. Was I in Mallorca? Yeah, I was in Mallorca. Yeah.
It just feels different. I don't know. It just like feels like we've skipped skipped a year, and now everything's like.
I don't feel like we skipped. I feel like we're just on pause. It genuinely feels like not weather-wise. It's been beautiful today. Don't get me wrong, but in terms of everyday life, it feels like it's February.
Yeah, it just feels like Christmas has just happened and everyone's just like, it's too poor, but it's happened for entirely of like the city. Oh, it's just crazy. I mean, I don't know. It's like I just don't see an end in sight. I know there will be an end in sight, but at the moment it just feels so.
It will happen
long way
eventually.
away.
Interestingly, Arsenal are beating league leaders Manchester City by 3-1 right now.
Ooh, could that open up at the title race?
It's going to drag City back a bit, that's for sure.
Ooh,
I don't know what their points were, but
I mean, I'm not trying to start something here, but imagine it if it's if it comes to. If I think about it, if it could be, if I keep this form up, that probably will now. I've said it. I'll probably go on the longest losing run ever. But it's like, imagine if it'd be like the biggest Premier League win ever if you've come from 5th most of the season and work your way up to winning.
It'd be interesting to see if you're top of the form table.
Kind of hardly doubt it. Boy, City probably are, but they are. God, it's getting slower now.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's happening at the moment.
At the moment, it's just really, really slow. Like, it's like not even doing anything. I don't know what it's doing.
Yeah, your game's completely frozen, isn't it?
It seems to be just doesn't want to play. Doesn't want to play ball. Doesn't want to.
It doesn't. I don't know if we'll get all the way through of what we thought we'd get through tonight. To be honest, we've been recording for an hour.
The story of our. Nice. Well, it's usually 2 or 3 for us, so that's nothing.
I know, but it's 8:30, so we'll probably give it another half an hour or so, but we'll see where we're at from there.
No, well, at least we could. There's a good chance we might be able to at least get the end of the month.
Yeah, I would think so. I would think so. If this game ever continues.
Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. It's probably my best performance of the season.
The whole game's just froze for me now. Oh, there we go.
Well, it's like it's frozen, but it's just like it keeps showing the scores. So I don't know if it's just.
It says pause for me, weirdly.
Play it, see if it's just. No. Computer.
I've never known this ever happen before. I have no idea. It's a bit awkward now.
don't know what to do. I honestly don't. I don't really want to. It's like my best performance for the season. If I have to. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm going to come out of it and let you play it.
And then we could just
see if that makes any difference. So I'm back on emails and stuff like that. I'm not in the stadium anymore. I've left Brighton. I've gone in the helicopter.
We all know where you've gone. You've gone down the pub. You've gone. This game is just like, why am I here? And you've just gone. You've taken that train, taken the train to Brighton, and you've just gone on the lash. Just like, what am I doing?
I've gone down to Southampton early. Visit some old haunts.
Yeah, just like to do that thing where you know your mates are there. See, what you do is because you're so rich and famous, you're gonna be one of these people that turn up in your fancy, £2 million helicopter and land, walk into the pub and be like, "You right, lads?"
Have you got any movement yet?
Nope. I think it's just froze.
Right, I'm gonna do a thing.
Oh,
you've got movement. I've just saw you go to 80 minutes apparently.
Here we go. Yes, here we go. It's. I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, Football Manager Online.
Here we go. Can we get 5? Oh no. Come on, let's get 5. Let's get the magic 5-1. Everyone loves a good 5-1 thrashing, unless you're obviously the people that are getting 5-1 thrash. But anyway. Right, so it should end. So I should be in the top 4 after this victory, hopefully.
We should be in the top 4. You might even be in the top 3. You won't be in the top 3. Ooh. You'll be in the top 4.
No. Liverpool won. I think if I would love to. If this was like an football analysis, when they always do that thing, a team going against the teams in the top 6.
Mm.
Gotta be honest, I've got a good record.
Well, against teams in the top 6.
Well, except for obviously the City defeat, I'm sure I've beaten Arsenal. I've beaten Chelsea. I lost to Chelsea, but I've beaten.
I've got a pretty good. I mean, I've won 2 and I've lost 2. So.
Well, compared to how much you see Man United like being, I mean, to sit there and beat Liverpool is like probably like it's broken my heart twice. It's, I mean, how to be done. It's like it was a situation where I did it, but like I was crying in the dressing room like afterwards. It's like, what? I'm like, what have I done? There you go.
You've got through the game. Oh my Jesus!
An emphatic 4-1 victory.
Emphatic. Well, we'll get through the end of the month at least. We'd have played like 2 games for me, but
I'm going to be the good manager and say, well played, lads. Done well today.
So you're now, I think you're 4 points off the top.
4 points off the. Are you kidding? You're not messing with me, are you?
I think you're you are. You're 4 points off the top.
Look at this, I've just unlocked the achievement on a roll and attack. Oh my words! Are you saying I might be in a title race?
It's a title race, isn't it? Let's be honest. Considering we're only in January, there's a lot of games to go. City could lose a lot.
What a season! Look at this. For basically from 5th to 1st, it's only 6 points.
It's pretty mental, really. I'm looking at so the last 5 games, you are top of you're top of the form league basically.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet that I'm going to win manager of the month?
Fine. Yeah, probably. I would expect you to. Although, yeah, no, you probably will because Liverpool have drew a game as well. I'll be surprised if you don't.
No, I've been through this before. I always have this. I just get close enough to win the league, and then all of a sudden I have the most horrendous form.
And then Tottenham come from nowhere to make history.
Once again, this game is proven that basically, like it is in real life, is that anyone like in the top 4, no one can touch anyone, and then there's a massive gap between 5th and 6th. Because it's like, I think it's like a situation where Leicester were like 12 points clear. I think once when they were 4th early on the season. What? He's only there for 2 days. God's sake, all that whining, all that on the floor holding his knee, and he's only out for 2 days because of a bruised knee.
Well, it's a mighty bruise, isn't it?
I can't believe that. All that stuff, all that complaining, all that sort of like on the pitch, and it's nothing.
The mighty bruise of Luke Shaw.
I love that. Was it? Greenwood is now left. He's ended his goal drought. I didn't know he had a goal drought, but he's only 18, so let him off.
Yeah, give him a chance, boys.
I mean, come on. I mean, that's just. I'm obviously not a Man fan, but I do worry for Greenwood that they might put too much pressure on him.
You what? And he'll become the next Rashford.
Well, think about it. Rashford was amazing, and then Jose got hands on him. And
Jose ruined him.
No, because he was a what was he at Man United when it was Van Gaal? It was like he put him he was like a just natural striker. Put him up front. He had the confidence. He was scoring goals.
Yeah.
And then it's just like Mourinho was like, we'll put him on the wing. It's like, no, he's not a winger. It's just like I can't believe I'm getting annoyed at this, but I like Rashford.
I like Rashford. I think on his day he's brilliant, but he's just not consistent anymore.
That's the problem. He's kind of gone, but it's probably because it's like one thing. It's when you have like that kind of start at his age.
Yeah.
It's like you've either got you're another Theo Walcott or you're like a Rooney.
Yeah.
And I think he's got potential. I think he's in the middle in some ways because he's still got that. He's still quite young in the sense of that he could go through like a Rooney phase. But I mean, lucky for Rooney, he had one of the best managers of a generation. So, no offense to Rashford, who's he got?
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm not nothing against him, but it's just like you've got a manager was it Van Gaal? I mean, the problem with him is just like his kind of football just didn't work at Man United.
No, Jose's definitely didn't. I'm in for two players here, right? I've gone back in for Everton. I've tried to go in for a Real Madrid striker, and I said to Daniel Levy, "You deal with the contract, mate." And guess what? He got rejected again. So Daniel Levy is not doing any of it anymore.
I mean, you know what you got to do? You got to do like proper like stomp through, like go upstairs to that office, bang the door in, and just sit there and do the old Brian Clough and sit there and put I resign unless you give me funds.
Well, Mariano no longer wants to speak to me.
What'd you say?
It wasn't me. It was Daniel.
What did Daniel say?
Just Daniel. Maybe I should go in for Danny Ings.
Okay. So what's this? O'Hare. I don't know who he is.
O'Hare?
I don't know. Apparently he's getting issues about contracts. I don't know what it means. Deserves a new contract. On reflection, it's a fair request. I'll kick it off in the future. That's bullshit until I can sort that out. I don't care. He's so good. He's an emergency backup. That's how much. And he's an emergency backup, and he has the nerve to come to my office and demand a contract.
How dare he?
I know. It's like that'd be a laugh. Anyway, we've got one more week of the transfer.
I know. I'm looking through at the moment. See if there's anyone I can pick up.
All right. So this one I'm going to put. So my assistant has put out. He's put Pereira in that shadow role. He's put Lingard on the right. He's put Rashford on the left. And basically and he's taken what was it? He's put out Harry Maguire has been taken out for I think the guy I signed. I think. Let's have a look. Yes.
The centre back, yeah.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Let's try and sort out his I haven't registered him. Jesus. I'm such an amateur manager when it comes to that, right?
You are terrible, an absolute mess.
Yeah, like that'd be nice if a friend would say, "Nah, mate, you're great." You'd be like, "No, you're awful. You're the worst."
You are dreadful.
So dreadful that I could be the manager that become the biggest. It could be like the biggest title win.
I mean, I'm hearing a lot of coulds.
Yeah, but at least I've got that. At least I can have them thoughts. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, what I mean, if you get top four, that'd be probably the biggest miracle the biggest collapse in Premier League history.
Yeah.
And I've seen Man United go from 12 points behind to beat Newcastle to the title.
Mariano just won't speak to me.
What has he said? Did he do like a Zidane or something and say something about his mother? And it's just like, no, I'm not talking to you.
It just says Mariano isn't currently interested in entering into contract negotiations. Why?
Like, we're such a nice club.
I am. Just stay with me.
Well, think of the positives, mate. You've had 2 wins in a row.
I have, and Harry Kane scored in both of them. Harold is back, boys. Harold is back.
I love that. You're so close to him. You don't even call him Harry. It's Harold.
Me and him are like best buds.
Yeah, you got him on the speed dial yet?
Speed dial. He owns my phone. We share the same phone. With that good friends.
You know what that means, don't you? He's paying for your contract, isn't
he? He says he doesn't like talking about financial introductions. All I'll say is that me and the captain of this country are best buds. Top mates.
Or you could always do. I can always do what was it Brendan did to Klopp. You know, Brendan's technically Klopp's landlord.
Wow. I know that's true. Actually, yeah.
I mean, but because Brendan's such a nice guy, he's not a dick, and he's not bitter.
No, or why would you be when you're at Leicester? Come on, Mariano.
Yeah, but some managers would get really petty, like a certain one we're talking to now, about a certain club letting him go. But he has nothing but praise for the club. So,
sorry, I can't see anybody else here.
Try and play denial.
Oh, you're talking about me, Harry. Get him, Harold.
No, you're going to turn to the Kevin Keegan. Oh, love it if we beat them. Oh, love it.
I love it if we win games.
Oh God, I've watching back the Premier League years, like because obviously they've been showing them for last month, and I watched the Newcastle one. It's just like it never gets old.
Is that where you are in your lifetime?
Yeah, well, I just finished 99-2000, so it's pretty piss poor season, to be fair. I mean, except for if you're a Leeds fan, it was great, but Liverpool it sucked. So bad.
We at game day.
No, not yet.
We are right there. It's the FA Cup. This is massive, actually. Like, I can afford a league loss here and there if need be, because I'm not going to get into that top 4. I don't think it's unlikely at this point. There's 11 points in it, so.
No, it's over, mate. It's done. Just accept it. It's over. It's dead. Nothing.
But the FA Cup is coming to White Hart. I mean the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. What the fuck is that name? Jesus Christ.
Maybe you got to start saying getting some sponsorship deals. Trying to get some decent name for that club, for that stadium.
Yeah, could you imagine the Sports Director? Sorry.
Too soon.
The Bet365. No, wrong one.
The Paddy Power Stadium.
Well, or just call it. Or we could always go like the Emirates. Oh no, taken.
Maybe
the Etihad. No.
It is a question for you. Didn't they build a stadium right next door to White Hart Lane?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's on the same pitch or something.
Why don't they call it White Hart Lane then?
Because they're idiots.
I mean, come on. I mean, I heard rumours that they're buying out the buildings next door, so they can like next to the stadium, so they can not obviously knock them down and then build new ones. So it's still in White Hart Lane. So
I'm guessing there's going to be a sponsorship deal somewhere eventually.
Yeah. Well, think about the money for that. It's like the Etihad, the Emirates. It's huge. But I don't know if it's just nobody wants to sponsor Tottenham.
No, who wants to sponsor Tottenham? Not me.
To be fair, the only people that could probably sponsor them is probably dodgy, wealthy people from like Dubai or something. So.
Yeah, that'd be fine. The Arab Oil Stadium.
Yeah, yeah. Because if there's anything that proves anything in football, everyone always likes doing the more high ground until they take over their club and then they don't care.
AKA every owner in English football.
But other than ones that own countries. I mean, it's different from like owning a corrupt, like a dodgy business organisation. They're everywhere, but like being like a ruler of a country and then owning a club, it's like, come on.
It is like, come on. I am ready to go. Again, we won last time out. No real need to make loads of changes. Serge Aurier comes in for the cup-tied Ricardo Pereira. I'm giving Son Heung-min a start as well. Just that's it though. The spine of the team stays the same, and Harold Kane up front will continue scoring. Southampton, beware, mate. 12th in the league. We'll smash them. I mean, they beat Everton last time. Damn it.
No pressure. Well, basically, I'm just gonna. It looks like I put a pretty strong side. We're gonna put my new signing from. I actually can't remember. He's French, so. What happens when you let your director of football do all the work for you. But I'm gonna put him Maguire, have a rest, but yeah, Pogba's playing McTominay. I think I want to put a full strength because I really want to, win the FA Cup. So.
And you've got the mighty Middlesbrough, so be careful there.
Ooh,
I actually want you to go through so that we play each other in a big semi-final or a big final.
You know what? I'm going to do full rotation. Let's do that. Oh, that's depressing. Okay, that's... okay. Okay. You know what? Screw it. No. Let's go.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Stuart's just looked at his bank balance.
No, I've just looked at doing rotations not good when your team's not when your squad's not great. So I'm going to stick to what I did.
Shut up. Squad's not great. You're sat 4th in the league, 3 points off the top. Don't give me squad's not great. What is this? Hang on. What is this nonsense? Squad's not great with... hang on, where is it? Oh, there he is. Anthony Martial, 13 goals this year. Marcus Rashford, 10 goals this year. Greenwood James, 8 goals. Pogba's chipped in with 6. Should we have a look at assists, shall we? Oh, look, 9 for Brandon Williams. You're a magician.
Oh, my words. Wait, say that again?
You're a magician.
Oh,
you disappear a lot.
Oh. Thought you were being nice then, but no. Well, I got to be honest, that week's of bitterness right there. You are very, very jealous right now.
So why would I be jealous when I've got a guy that scored more goals than you?
But league position. League
position means nothing when we're both going to win nothing, mate. I'm going to win the FA Cup. I'm going to win the Champions League. Those are the major trophies on the line here, let's be honest.
Well,
no one cares about your Mickey Mouse tournaments like the League Cup or what was it? The Europa League. Oh, look, I play Thursday on Channel 5. Wait,
it's on Channel 5?
It's not
Never
anymore.
do that.
It's not anymore. It's all on the BT.
Oh, that's good. Anyway, but my God, man, this really bothers you, doesn't it? Oh, I think it got on your head. Game's working a charm.
Well, you wait till next season when we're in Spain or Italy and you get bashed up.
Oh my word! You really have become that person.
I've given up on this one already. No, I'm joking. We got cup competitions to win. To be fair, Southampton line up with a 3-5-2. They are terrified.
Well, if you look at Middlesbrough's, like they've just basically put a like cautious 5-2-3-1 wing back. So I'm guessing they're trying to catch me on the break. I assume.
Well, it seems to be. I'm just going to say, keep the run going, boys. Keep playing as you're playing. I have faith in all of you. I love you. We're a family. Let's not let anybody down, or somebody will get the sword. Not that sort of sword. You are filthy. Anybody who was listening to that, you are filthy.
Nope, it's basically you're screwed.
No, don't add to it, mate. Honestly.
Anyway, anyway, I've kicked off my match. What about yours?
I have kicked off, and there's not a lot happening in the first 20 minutes. It's a tight game at St Mary's Stadium, which ain't a bad little stadium, is it, Stu?
Yes, that was a good. Was it Tuesday, Wednesday night?
I have good memories of that. Fabian Delph.
Man, I love the way that the only Premier League game I've watched, and I picked one that probably were the best. We picked the best one.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant in the away end. The mighty Villa. Oh,
I think it was great in the sense of this. Wasn't it like a 3-2 victory? It was goals in it, had everything.
Yeah. Gabriel Bonlahol scored, Libor Kozak scored, and then Fabian Delph.
It was just a great game.
Yeah, it was.
I just had a thought. Like, didn't Southampton have some of the the best squad then?
Southampton had a decent squad. It was the year before their Ronald Koeman year. So Mane was there, but he wasn't massive yet.
That something buns me out if I just go back in time and tell my younger self that's you're about to see Mane.
Well, the year afterwards, I went to the Southampton Sunderland game. I'm not happy actually, 0-0 at half time. Southampton Sunderland game where they won 8-0, I think it was. Remember that?
Nice. I mean,
and Virginie scored that free cone goal for Sunderland where he volleyed it into his own net from the edge of the box.
Sunderland scoring own goals, isn't it like their specialty?
It was brilliant. And Mane scored a hat-trick that day, if I remember right.
I mean, I bet it's obviously now got back, but I do like that stadium. It's a good stadium.
It is a good
stadium. It's 1-0 here, by the way.
Oh, it's good?
Greenwood.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Middlesbrough. That'd be brilliant. There's not a lot happening here. Southampton probably look the better of the two teams at the moment, which slightly worries me.
Yeah. But I mean, it shouldn't be 2-0. I mean, I think it's... we're completely dominating this game. But anyway, but let's talk about your game. I guess.
It's very tight. Oh, God, there's a defensive mistake at the back. Nathan Redmond, great save by Lloris. That's a let-off, right? 20 minutes to go. Let's freshen it up. Let's get some fresh legs on. Nobody's really playing well in attacking positions. That's the problem. I'm going to get Eric Lamela on. Just change things up a little bit. Let's not play out of defence as much. Let's focus play down the right instead.
It's all happening here.
Go on.
Been sending off.
Oh, for Middlesbrough, I guess.
Yeah, of course. It is the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen. It's he got a yellow card for giving a free kick away for Paul Pogba, and then a couple of seconds later, after it was terrible free kick back in play, he went in for another tackle with a yellow card, and then he got a second one. Brilliant. So literally got it's like a minute of madness. So they're 1-0 down away from home, and they're down to 10 men. So.
Lovely. Great start for Middlesbrough. Well, great game for Middlesbrough. 5 minutes to go here. We're coming forward. Imagine if we steal a win here. We haven't played that well. Dele Alli from range. Oh, it inches away. Oh, Dele. Sorry, I'm not hungry. I'm not calling out for food. Don't worry.
I really should have sent you that video of how to get the best out of Dele Alli. We've got Paul Pogba free kick. Oh. I'll give you a clue what happened, and you know what happened.
He hit Sir Alex Ferguson in the stand. Sir Alex Ferguson went tumbling down the stairs.
Oh.
One bump, 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 and he suddenly stood up and went, that was exactly what I needed. I now feel rejuvenated. I'm going to take back over as Manchester United manager.
No, he scored.
Right. I was close.
And
I
it
was
was
close. I was close.
yeah, pretty close, you know. I mean, to be fair, Fergie did come. But yeah, it was a beautiful free kick. I mean, I don't know what it is about Paul Pogba in this game. He just like scoring worldies from outside the box.
Well, it's ended at St Mary's 0-0. We're gonna have a replay. Oh.
Oh God, you know what's gonna happen? They're probably gonna put that just before, like it's like that, like it's gonna be the next game or it's gonna be like next week. Like you're gonna go straight into that. But yeah, so if it makes you feel worse, as I know it will, we're winning 2-0. So
Lovely. Enjoy that. Enjoy. It is going to be our last game of the night, though, I'm afraid.
Damn.
Yes. I mean, to be fair, it's rounded off quite nice because we've finished the month, at least for me. I know you've got one more.
But yeah, I mean, it's finished off quite nicely.
We have had issues tonight, to be fair. We've had connection issues, hence why this is probably a little under, like we say. We usually go 2 hours, but we have gone 2 hours between us. We've just had half an hour of issues, so yeah. No.
I mean, I gotta be honest, I'm quite cool that it's this. We've still kept this going. Like, I thought it'd be one of those things where it's like it only lasts like a couple of weeks, and then it's like other things were getting away, and it would just filter away.
The network save will continue forever. There is no killing it.
You know how many ideas we've had over the years, and how many people have had all these ideas of like, you know, we could do this, we could do that, and then we do it for like 2 episodes or 3, and then we just forget about it.
We will not forget about this. There are many things certain in life. Okay, let me put this out to you. Many things certain in life. An English person will enjoy a cup of tea.
True.
Okay. What else? What else would be right? I will always enjoy ice cream. Aston Villa will always be better than Birmingham City. The Shrek films aren't as good as everyone thinks.
Hot take there.
Stuart gets lucky in the first game of the network save, and the network save will always be there.
I love the way you said that. You said that quite quickly. I heard that.
But that is, ladies and gentlemen, the end of the week's network save. I'm just looking at where that replay has come in. It's right lodged just before the internet. Jesus Christ, the winter break next month. So lovely.
God, I mean, I think, yeah. And then hopefully we can get to the winter break at our next episode. So
yeah, well, we definitely should be able to, if it all goes well.
Yeah.
Stu, I believe you've got some things you might want to plug.
Nope. Still there?
I am still there. This is the issue we've had all night, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that there are some things you might want to plug.
Yeah, well, obviously the stuff. Obviously, if you've been listening to this, obviously you know about I do wrestling and the pro wrestling, like podcast type stuff. For us, like basically for this entire lockdown, I've been doing like these best matches series type stuff where I'm just been looking at a certain wrestlers, greatest matches. I did Stone Cold. I'm like 8 episodes into my Eddie Guerrero save. I got. The cool thing is, it seems to be I'm getting likes from like certain wrestlers. That's really awesome. Was it one of my? I think it was the RVD versus Eddie Guerrero in like that Intercontinental ladder match on Raw. Got liked by RVD.
That's pretty cool.
So I mean, it's weird. It's like everything that started this, or maybe it's just lucky. It's like I've got 2 likes from Triangle. The podcast has been followed by Sergeant Slaughter. And now we're getting liked by one way. I got liked by RVD, so it's crazy to be fair.
That is mental to be fair.
But if you want to check on the Twitter at Just You Pod, the latest episode's up. There'll be another one out tomorrow, and there should be a couple more. Probably like a couple. the last episode should be up on Saturday, or like so, and then after that, I think I got, I think after that my plan is to go go back to the retro reviews because I've been neglecting that for the last couple of weeks, and maybe go and start off that because I was on Backlash.
A very good pay-per-view from 2000. Wonderful pay-per-view.
So I'm gonna have to catch up with that, and then hopefully, yeah. So yeah, I've always got stuff to do. So
always got stuff to do, definitely.
What about yourself? What about yourself? Because you've got your the Total Extreme Wrestling.
Well, yeah, the schedule continues. So to Friday, In the Saddle returns with we continue in our second season in League One. We didn't get promotion last year. The playoffs were a disgrace, is all I'm going to say. So we started afresh, and you'll have to see how we're getting on at the start of the season on Friday. I'm not going to say any more because I might cry, and that's it. And that continues on Monday as well, and then next Wednesday, Total Extreme Wrestling 2020 comes to the channel. Stuart, I showed you a couple of preview pieces earlier, didn't I?
Indeed, you did. Yes. One, you got after this, you got to send me the link to actually how to do that because actually they would be very handy. And two, some of the matches are like, if only we didn't have a pandemic and like all the stars were aligned, it would be the kind of matches you could put together. They're very, very, very interesting. So, you should definitely check it out.
All I'm going to say is that the first week I'm going to do it week by week now, I think. So the first week will be next Wednesday, which includes a title match on Raw and a title match on SmackDown. Stuart doesn't know about the title match on SmackDown. He does not know about that one.
No, he's kept that secret close to the chest.
So we're doing Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and NXT UK. So make sure you guys are watching that. And we'll be back again next week.
Indeed. And hopefully we can I can continue this. We can both continue our great runs in the cup and the league because it seems to be getting quite good at the moment.
And hopefully we won't have as many connection issues and be able to get through more games. Until next time, from me and Stuart.
So see you later, guys.
Peace.
See ya.